thought it would be fun to film an anniversary tag because Andrew and I's second wedding anniversary is pretty close to now. I'm just going to do the tag myself. He's not much for being on camera, but I still thought it would be fun to film. So I'm going to go through a bunch of questions and answer them for you guys. And let's go ahead and get started. So I have them all pulled up on my tablet. The first question here is, when did we meet? We met when I was around 10 and he was probably like 8, when his family moved here from New Jersey and started coming to my old church. My first opinion of him was that he was actually a pretty annoying little kid. Since I'm older than him, he hung out with my little cousins first, and I actually found him quite annoying. When I knew he was the one, honestly, it was probably when I was like 17 and we were just sitting in church on a Wednesday night and he was playing with my little cousin Grace, who you guys have seen in videos, and I just kind of looked at him and I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to marry that guy. And I was in denial for like a while. Like, it was like a few months later before we started like dating and stuff, because I was just like, no, like that's not possible. Like, we're best friends. But yeah, that is when I realized it. How long did it take to plan the wedding? So that's kind of complicated because we were engaged for I think 2 years. So like I had started like dress shopping and like buying items and stuff over the course of the 2 years. But as far as like the actual setting the date and like the planning, we honestly did that in probably 3 months. We kind of decided around February or March and ended up getting married in July. It like freaked my parents out because like it was like a super last minute date setting, but we just decided to do it. So yeah, that's kind of how we do things. When did we get married? We got married on July 21st of 2018, I believe. And we got married, let's see, I don't know if that's going to be a question. We've been married for 2 years. How did he propose? So he actually proposed in like the most us way. He always used to bring his Xbox and PlayStation over and we would play different games and stuff. And he had brought his Xbox over and he asked me what game I wanted to play because he knew I was going to say Jackbox games. So he had actually stuck the ring in like the part where like the card sits. So he had it like stuck there and had a sticky note on the game saying, "Will you marry me?" with an arrow. So yeah, that was like super cute. I loved it. He did verbally ask after that, but yeah. How many children did we want before marriage? So he doesn't really want any. I want maybe 1 or 2. I don't want to have, I like being an only child, but I also want to give my kid a sibling, so I'm thinking 2. But we're going to start with 1 and see what happens. What does my family think of him? So, I mean, my family likes him. They think he's nice. I wouldn't say that they have any negative feelings towards him. My friends love him. They think he's great. What is his worst habit? God, probably just having his music too loud. Like, he doesn't do a lot of things that irritate me, but probably that. Because he likes to have his music and the TV like super loud. His best habit is just being a super hard worker. Like, while in quarantine and stuff this year, like he's been like amazing. He's been working 2 jobs, he's been working extra hours, like he's just awesome. He definitely wears the pants in our relationship. I probably should be reading these questions, but it says who wears the pants in our relationship. It's definitely him. If I could get rid of one thing that belongs to him, what would it be? All of his cardboard boxes that he's hoarded. He tends to just keep cardboard boxes from things, and it kind of drives me up the wall because we just don't need them, but he doesn't want to throw them out because he thinks he might use them at some point. Who is the better cook? So I cook more often, but he actually is a better cook than I am. What do we argue about the most? I don't think we really argue. Like, we don't really have a thing we disagree about the most, to be honest. Like, we have like little things that come up, but we like squash them like really fast. So I don't really have an answer for that one. Have you ever pretended to sleep to avoid an argument? No. If we have anything that comes up that we need to talk about, we just deal with it as fast as we can because we don't like to be in the middle of arguments and stuff. Our last argument was probably just a misunderstanding. Like, I'm really bad at like talking and expressing my feelings, so sometimes they come across wrong. So it's probably something like that. The last text message I sent. I think the last text message I sent him just said, "I miss you," to be honest. Who is more affectionate? I'm definitely more affectionate. He isn't like a super affectionate person, but I give him like tons of affection. Something that we enjoyed doing together. Just anything, honestly. I know that sounds like super cliche, but like basically anything where we're together we tend to enjoy. Who is the more romantic one? I guess me, but like really neither. Like, I wouldn't say we really do like romantic things. Who is the funny one? And who is the more outgoing? Both of these are Andrew, for sure. I don't think I'm that funny, and I'm definitely not outgoing. Would he prefer to stay in or go out on a Friday night? It depends. So if there's something that like he wants to go do, he would rather go out, but then there's like other nights where he's tired and he would just rather hang out at the house. Has he ever lied to avoid getting in trouble with me? Or have I? I don't think that either of us lie to each other to avoid getting in trouble. We just prefer to be honest about things. Have either of us ever gotten something for each other that we didn't like? No, I don't think so. Generally speaking, like, we know each other pretty well, and honestly, like, this is kind of boring, but like for a lot of gifts and stuff, we tend to let the other person just choose them. What's the best gift he's ever gotten for me? It's my favorite gift. I'm not sure. Like, he gives me like really good gifts. I think my favorite thing is the curling iron that I asked him for, because I use that like a lot and I love it. What is something that he can't live without? This is gonna sound super cheesy, but me. One word to describe him. Probably loving. His best physical trait. His muscles. And his eyes. I love his blue eyes and I love his muscles. Best personality trait. So I would say the best personality trait is, again, hardworking. And like just like being super loving to me. And who is more likely to get in a fight is the last question. Absolutely Andrew. I am not a fighter at all. Like, that is not my thing, but he will fight you. Like, he's actually always gotten into fights a couple times, and yeah, so definitely him. That is all of the questions on this tag. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. If you have more questions for me, put them in the comments and I might do another video with you guys' questions. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys!